Hello, everybody. Today I'm going to read you one of my favorite stories. The story is called Tops and Bottoms, and I thought this would be a really good story since we're coming up on spring. And I don't know about you, but my daughter and I have been starting to do lots of planting, so I thought this would be a great book for the week. So, again, this book is called Tops and Bottoms. It's written and illustrated by Janet Stevens. So she's the author and the illustrator, and this story has some really, really great illustrations in it. So this book is about a bear right here who owns lots of farmland, but he's really lazy and he just wants to lay around and sleep all day. And then the other character in the story is a hare, which, as you can see, is like a rabbit. And the hare in this story, his family is really poor and they don't have a lot of money. So Hare is really clever, which means he's really smart. And he has to come up with a plan to help feed his family. So this story is about how he does that. Okay, so let's get ready to read the story. Once upon a time, there lived a very lazy bear who had lots of money and lots of land. His father had been a hard worker and a smart business bear, and he had given all of his wealth to his son. But all Bear wanted to do was sleep. Next, not far down the road, lived a hare. Although Hare was clever, he sometimes got into trouble. He had once owned land too, but now he had nothing. He had lost a risky bet with a tortoise and had sold all of his land to Bear to pay off his debt. Hare and his family were in very bad shape. "The children are so hungry, Father Hare. We must think of something," Mrs. Hare cried one day. So Hare and Mrs. Hare put their heads together and cooked up a plan. So they put their heads together and cooked up a plan. So that means they came up with a plan about how they were going to feed their family. The next day, Hare hopped down the road to Bear's house. Bear, of course, was asleep. "Hello, Bear, wake up. It's your neighbor, Hare, and I have an idea." Bear opened up one eye and grunted. We can be business partners." Hare said, "All we need is the field right here in front of your house, and I'll do all the hard work of planting and harvesting, and we can split the profits right down the middle." "Yes, sir." "Bear, we're in this together. I'll work and you keep sleeping." "Huh?" said Bear. "So what will it be, Bear?" asked Hare. "The top half or the bottom half? It's up to you, tops or bottoms." Let's see," Bear said with a yawn. I'll take the top half." Hare, "Right, tops." Hare smiled. "It's a done deal, Bear." So Bear went back to sleep, and Hare and his family went to work. Hare planted, Hare watered, and everyone weeded. Bear slept as the crops grew. When it was time for harvest, Hare called out, "Wake up, Bear. You get the tops, and I get the bottoms." Hare and his family dug up the carrots, the radishes, and the beets, and Hare plucked all the tops and tossed them in a pile in front of Bear, and put the bottoms aside for himself. So looks like Bear has got a bunch of weeds and tops of plants, and Hare's family has all the yummy vegetables. Now look at Bear. He doesn't look very happy. Bear stared at his pile. "But Hare, all the best parts are in your half. You chose the tops, Bear," Hare asked. "Now, Hare, you tricked me. You plant this field again, and this season, I want the bottoms." Hare agreed. "It's a done deal, Bear." So Bear went back to sleep, and Hare and his family went to work. They planted, watered, and weeded. Bear slept as the crops grew. When it was time for the harvest, Hare called out, "Wake up, Bear. You get the bottoms, and I get the tops." Do you think he's going to trick him again? find out. Hare and his family gathered up the lettuce and broccoli and the celery. Hare pulled off the bottoms for Bear and put the tops into his own pile. So look what Bear got. And then look at all the yummy lettuce and celery that Hare's family got. Bear looked at his pile and scowled. Hare, you've cheated me again. But Bear, Hare said, you wanted the bottoms this time. Bear growled. You plant this field again, Hare. You tricked me twice, and you owe me 1 season of both tops and bottoms. You're right, poor old Bear, sighed Hare. It's only fair that you get the tops and bottoms this time. It's a done deal, Bear. So Bear went back to sleep, and Hare and his family went to work. They planted and watered and weeded, and then watered and weeded some more. And again, Bear slept as the crops grew. And when it was time for the harvest, Hare called out, Wake up, Bear. This time you get the tops and the bottoms. Uh-oh, look, there's Bear. He doesn't look very happy. There in front of Bear's house lay a high field of corn. Hare and his family yanked up every corn stalk. Hare tugged off the roots at the bottom and the tassels at the top and put them in a pile for Bear. Then he carefully collected the ears of corn in the middle and placed them in his own pile. Bear rubbed his eyes and watched. See, Bear, you get the tops and the bottoms. I get the middles. Yes, sir, Bear. It's a done deal. By now, Bear was awake. That's it, Hare, he hollered. From now on, I'll plant my own crops and take the tops, bottoms, and the middles. Hare and his family scooped up the corn and hopped down the road toward home. Bear never again slept through a season of planting and harvesting. Hare bought back his land with a profit from the crops, and he and Mrs. Hare opened a vegetable stand. And although Hare and Bear learned to live happily as neighbors, they never again became business partners. The end. I hope you guys enjoyed the story as much as I enjoyed reading it with you. Please go on Google Classroom and Pearson and tell me about the character traits.